see Ginger and Robbie, 2-year-old dogs who we have been working on reactivity with for a while. This is our 5th session with Ginger and Robbie. They've made great progress working individually with desensitization and counter conditioning. Both were very reactive when we started at both dogs and people. The biggest issue that we've had with them is that they feed off of each other. So that's why we've really had to work with them individually first, to have them both get over their reactivity with their individual triggers. Today is the first day that we're going to work with them together. Obviously, they're not going to do as well as they did working alone. I don't think that they're going to be able to get up to Grizzly to interact with him all the way, but it will be very interesting to see. This is the first time we're filming as well. There's going to be a lot of variables at once. Having a camera in their face is going to be a little bit weird, but this will be great practice to work through those kind of weird things that they're going to encounter in the street. I'm really excited to see their progress and how they've been progressing outside of our training sessions. And here we go. So Ginger has always been more reactive towards people. Yes. Robbie has the opposite problem where he's more reactive towards dogs. So what we've done is work with them individually to get them over their reactivity. Has there been a successful walk?
Yes.
Okay. Yay! Good.
Very successful. Even when the dog like tried coming up to us, they tried running in the opposite direction, but they didn't
really
bark. Yeah.
Good.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry.
It'll get weird with the camera. And down. Good girl. So first of all, now that their focus is so good, you know, their recall to their name is amazing now. When we first started calling their names, it took full self-control to even look at you.
Yeah.
Now it takes about like half self-control, because they're like, okay, I'll look, but I can still, they like can multitask with the focus now. They're like,
right.
I'll look at mom, but I can still like be on the lookout. She's not totally cool with me right now, the camera or Grizzly. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what is going on? You think she's protective of him?
Did you notice right now when she started barking, he had no idea where to look, but he just started barking.
Yes.
He like trusts her, I don't know, or...
We'll stay in the shade, Grizz. So we are doing the process of desensitization and counter conditioning. Grizzly and I are gonna stay stationary, and Robbie and Ginger are gonna move closer and closer. When Grizzly's stationary, it's a lot less threatening. Once the dogs are calm and focused on their owners, just like they are right now, as soon as they have their focus and they're not zoned in on Grizzly over here, they're moving forward. Move slowly, because if they are reacting and not totally comfortable with Grizzly at that distance, they have to stay in that position, shift their mind to do work essentially, so they're not zoned in worrying about Grizzly. When we first started this, across the park, the dogs were looking at Grizzly, zoned in, barking, reacting, so even this distance is great. Ginger is so good about looking back to you on her own now. It's amazing. Have you noticed that they both have been doing that? When they feel uncomfortable, they're looking to you instead? So good. So the closer we get, definitely the slower we'll want to go, and make sure that they're comfortable in every step. Stay like that. Stay. Stay. Good job, you guys. Neither are zoning in on him either at all. You know, it's like if they look at him, it's for a second, and right back at you. And none of them are exhibiting any stress, or either of them stress signals or anything right now. It's just really good. Like we've talked about, just situations like this, the more that you can just fully work on that desensitization when they're close to those objects, the more they're going to associate it to as a positive thing.
First, Ginger and Robbie were very reactive dogs. They would react at every single thing that moved, even a leaf on the road, any dogs that we would encounter, or people on our walks. and now they've definitely progressed. They still have their moments where they react, but now they can associate that when they see a person or a dog, they can look at me, so to see what I'm doing and to calm them down. So they still have some little things to work on, but they've definitely progressed.
I think that Robbie and Ginger made amazing progress even since the last time that I worked with them. Their reactivity hasn't been fully worked through because it's only been 5 sessions. You cannot expect reactivity to be worked through in 5 sessions, especially having 2 dogs that are reactive and feed off of each other. So I'm actually so impressed that they even got up to Grizzly and were able to stay stationary with Grizzly walking by at the end was amazing. Considering where we started on our first session, the both of them were reactive at any dog or any person, really any sound that could have been down the street, like almost a mile away. As long as it was in eyesight or they could hear it, they were reacting. And to be able to work up all the way up to Grizzly to be less than a foot away from him is so great, especially again, like in that time frame, just the 5 sessions, which is 5 hours of training, to be able to get that far is super amazing.